Hey guys, it's Danni Davis here from the Australian Women's Opens team, and I'm here tonight joined by my fellow teammate and sister, Shellie Davis, also from the Australian Women's Opens team. Shellie, how are you this evening?
Good to be in Queensland, watching the girls play.
Yeah, of course, and obviously the weather's going to be a little bit different to New South Wales at the moment. It's a lot better up here, isn't it?
So much more.
So we're here tonight commentating the Women's Inferno Super Series 2018 Grand Final against, so it's the Broncos versus the Raiders. So we've got two quality sides here. Obviously, there's a few names that you recognise, Shellie.
Yeah, there's a few I can spot. Sammy Jo Curtis, the captain of the Broncos side, and Ashley Jager from the Raiders side. So it'll be interesting to see those two go head-to-head.
A lot of these girls have just come off the cash comp this weekend to the NRTL under the Mooloolaba Mavericks. So I know there's going to be some sore legs out there tonight, but it's grand final, so I guess they're just going to have to leave it in the past and get going. And the girls are just walking out to the field now. Captain of the Raiders, Marley McPhillips, absolute speed demon. So quick on her feet. And then we've got captain of the Broncos, the always amazing Sammy Jo Curtis. She's such a great player, isn't she? She's just incredible.
I really rate her as a middle. Always doing the hard work, gets up the field, has a good eye in attack as well. Credit to her for making the Queensland Women's Open side.
Yeah. You know what? She's worked so hard to get there and be able to make that team this year. It's a real credit to her. So well done to Sammy. Another one to watch tonight is number 16 from the Broncos, Francesca McDonald, a young up-and-comer, but all the talent in the world. So we're underway here. Raiders have the tap off. It's a middle quickie on the line. Looks like the ref is going to – I'm not too sure here. No, he's called the touch. No, he's not. He's called the try. So the Raiders have scored first up, a middle quickie. It was a great feed there by Marley McPhillips. She really got in the right position there to feed the quickie from dummy half, which is so important, hey, Shell?
Yeah, very
on
important.
A static play. I can't quite see the number there of who just dived to get that try, but it was a great little short side quickie there. Here we've got Francesca McDonald tapping off.
See what the Broncos have to hit back.
See what they can come up with.
Yeah, I'm telling the referee. No uniform.
Good going forward. Good meters. Trying to spread the defence there.
Possible Rooster here. Looking
Rooster,
for the passive.
Nice. She's quick. Oh, touch is made.
Good touch,
that's a great touch there.
Line.
Yeah, that Rooster knife, I think that might be a play that they're going to stick to tonight. It seemed to work for them in the past through the rounds, so I'm sure that it's going to work for them tonight in the grand final.
It's a great move in the men's game. I think the women's need to start using it a little bit more.
Oh, absolutely, that passive one.
Yeah. Really good move. See what the Raiders have to get up the field.
I think they've only got 11 players tonight, what I've counted, but then again, I can't count.
Good defence.
Great defence by Sammy Jo there, forcing them back away from their box.
Nice. And
finishing up with a touch there. It's nice.
Coming into last here.
It's a credit to the Broncos there, fifth and last. Oh, we got an intercept! Looks like Brookie Cho, number 10, is it? Yeah.
Number 10, yeah.
Yeah, Brooke Chone.
Great
She's played all weekend too. You know what, though? That came off the back of Broncos really pressing up there in defence and keeping them to 5 touches before halfway.
Yeah.
So, and
Great,
good defensive
forward,
decision.
Covering the space.
Sammy Jo here trying to set up with her number 7, Amy Emerton.
Got a sweeper play here. Cuts back short.
She's through. She's got through from half.
See if they can break through.
And it's a try there. Happy days there.
16?
Number 16, Francesca McDonald. Oh, no, they've called it. Francesca McDonald scored that try. Beautifully set up by the one and only Sammy Jo Curtis, captain of the Broncos.
Yeah. Take your shirt off. Take your long sleeve off.
having some technical difficulties here tonight. Here we go with Raiders tapping off.
1-1 now?
No, yes, 1-1. Score is 1-1. You know what, Shellie? It's a great idea. Maybe we should keep score so we can keep up to date on it. Would be a good idea. So it looks like they're going to try and set up another rooster line here.
Oh, she's been called off. There you go, penalty.
It's the penalty for the Raiders here. We'll see what they come up with. I'm sure there'll be a static play coming up here. But I'm sure the Broncos, given that last set in defence, can hold them out. Oh, she's quick.
Got some fresh stabs coming on.
She
now.
missed her. She didn't get her.
Oh,
I didn't catch that girl's number, but she's quick. So there's a try there for the Raiders. Score now is 2-1. And it was captain. No, it wasn't. It was Miley Rickard, number 16. She looks young. Very quick.
very.
So we've got the Broncos here, tapping off. Francesca McDonald with a good
Making some meters
4-on-3
here.
platform set up there. Pulling out. Let's see if they reset what they can come up with.
Trying to get that middle involved.
She's too quick this middle though. Number 6.
Static play. Great touch. Good dive though by number 16, wasn't it?
Yeah, Francesca McDonald.
Very good little player.
But also great defence there from Marley McPhillips, the captain. She's not letting any tries down on her line. Francesca taking off from half here. Inside line. Great defence. Great defence by the Raiders. And I believe, Shellie, that's actually Ash Jager that came in to make that touch on the link.
That was Ash Jager.
Yep.
Great defence.
The touches are really physical here tonight. You can see that they're trying to get in front and win the ruck. It's really good. And that's something that we've been working on a lot in the Australian women's for the past couple of years, that winning the ruck and having that physical dominance in games. It's really, really important,
Yeah, I think
especially in our rucking,
very important in women's touch.
to be able to
Get in front and get those extra few metres.
absolutely. Broncos going a little bit sideways here, so we'll see if Sammy Joe can set something up coming on here.
Going back direct.
Great flow. Here she goes. It's a knife line. Awesome shot by the Raiders number 8. Sienna, I believe it is. Sienna Johnson. Great read. Oh, bit of a balls up there. That was a bit of an unlucky penalty, but it's all right. We'll take it. Jess Beery rucking it up here. Raiders going a little bit
Good
sideways
meters.
there, yeah.
Keep rolling in. Stay wide. Come on, reset.
That was a great touch there by that middle. Was that Paige Markey? Looks like Paige Markey. She's working really well out of the touch there, though. She's going in for more of a flick touch rather than a red touch. And it seems to work well. She's getting back on side pretty well. Brooke Chone in the link there. Pressing up very heavily in defence, which is great. They'll run a short side punish quickie. Oh. And it's a penalty by the ref there. That was great footwork.
By Marley Phillips, the captain.
Peter Norman, could you please leave the commentary box? We're trying to do our jobs here. Another quickie here. It's cool though, Shell, to see the two different styles of game. We've got the Raiders running quite a static game tonight, and the Broncos obviously sticking to a more of a running game, and it's quite interesting to see both sides. At the moment, they're both executing it quite well, so it's good to see. Middle set up here.
Great defence by the Broncos girls.
And it's really good for that far link. I can't see their numbers at the moment from the Broncos, but just pressing up in that channel, not so much striking, but just getting up so that that quickie player has no space or cuts off the space almost.
They're really not giving them much time as well with the ball. They're really dominating their touches, really pressing forward. Those middles are working hard. Especially those links too coming in, forced an error, so that's really good by them.
Okay, so we've got Broncos back with the ball here, rucking up the field. Unlucky there, but that's right. Looks like they're recovering quite well, feeding it back out and getting
fresh new subs back on.
That roll on.
This is their dangerous part, I reckon, for the Broncos. They come in nice and strong here normally.
Yeah, this is their style of game. They like that. Doubles up the middle on a dead set where they haven't really got anything planned. Oh, she's quick. Good touch, though.
Great touch.
Yeah, as I was saying, sorry, the Broncos are really dangerous in that, just coming past halfway, getting their fresh subs on. That's a really crucial error there, unfortunately, for the Raiders, and it's going to give Broncos a set on the line here.
They're really going to have to hold them out in this set. Otherwise, Broncos will be back in. It'll be a draw.
We're just over halfway here in the first half of the women's GF. Francesca McDonald dumps the ball, gets in quickie. Shut down goes for FaZe, but she's not quite there. So they'll pull it back out, and they'll have another crack.
Rooster here.
Rooster short. Dives, and it's a touch.
Great touch. Good touch. Let's see what they've got for this next set.
This Francesca McDonald, an upcoming superstar in my eyes, runs a really great roost line. She's really quick and very steppy on her feet, and I think if she ran a few more sweepers in this game, it would really play to her advantage.
She gets very low on her dives too, so I'd love to see her in a sweeping play.
It's unlucky there for the Raiders. That's going to be a 6-to-go set. I didn't think she really had a choice there, otherwise it would have been a try. It was a great little scoop line from Francesca there with an inside ball.
We've got Sammy Joe coming
number
on
2,
now.
Bella. Rib.
I think Sammy will take control here and set something up.
Corner. Great job. And again.
They've got another middle static play here. Oh, and they've thrown a black.
I believe they called an OZ up here. OZ, if I'm wrong, a black's called an OZ. Yeah. Yes, so up in Queensland, a black is an OZ.
Sorry about that.
I'll correct you on that one, Shellie. I'll let it slip this time, but I won't let it slip again.
They've actually got another penalty here, so let's see what they're going to run.
So they've set up the first half of this game running roosters, and it looks like they're transitioning into some chicken lines now, so more of an out running play rather than that short inside play.
Definitely. I think now bringing those out balls in will definitely help them. I think if they use a little bit more phase back on the outside, it'll be good.
Absolutely. That was a great little patch there by the Raiders defending that line. They had 2 repeat sets and they defended it well and kept them out. So let's see if they can get to their box, get some fresh subs on and come up with a play here to put on another try. And the score is 2-1 here at the Women's Inferno Super Series Grand Final with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Broncos have the ball back. Sammy Joe is back on.
Great ball movement.
She's very calm, isn't she? She really pulls it out and controls her players and helps them out and sort of directs them on what to do.
You see that difference when she comes on the field. It's really composed, controlled.
Absolutely.
And there's always something going to go on.
Absolutely. The only thing hurting the Raiders right now is that they just can't get past halfway. They're rucking and Broncos are keeping them before halfway and they're forcing an error or they're making a mistake and turning the ball back over. It's another set on the line for the Broncos here. I'm sure they're going to have to come up with something to level these scores. Good link touch there, working out. And that's a not square call by the referee on the Broncos, so it'll be Raiders ball, rucking it out from their line. Great ball movement.
Coming back into the middle, it's where they're going to find it.
Broncos pressing really well here in defence again. It's really pinning the Raiders back a little bit, and it's fifth and last here. Let's see what they can come up with. Marley takes off from half and gives. And it's a good slide out defence by the Broncos there, not really having to shut down, just sliding out and manning on.
Good field position though by the Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's really
they really needed it. Especially if they want to run that static game, the rucking's going to be so important because obviously they need to get up to the line to be able to attack. So they're really going to have to focus on their rucking here if they want to be able to get up there and play to their strengths and run that static game. It's a great touch there. What number is that?
11. I believe. Ash Jager.
Ash Jager. What
Great
a touch.
defense.
Like you said though, Shellie, just when Sammy Joe comes on, it's just you can just see the difference.
Yeah. There's just always something going on. Whether she's got the ball or she's running, she creates that space really well.
It's another error there for the Raiders in the rucking again. It's looking like that 11 players might be hurting them a little bit here. They might be getting a little bit tired. Oh, unlucky. That's a waste of an opportunity there, unfortunately, for the Broncos. They had a full set of 6. They just needed to calm and get it into the middle and set up their plays as they normally do.
They'll need to rock back up the middle here.
Yeah, I think you're right, Shellie. I think they're going to have to start rucking it up the middle. It just seems like the Broncos are just flooding the box and making it.
I think they looked really good, the Raiders side, when they kept straight in the middle.
Oh, absolutely.
They exposed that Broncos side a little bit more in defence.
Now, Shellie, sorry, I should refer to you as Shizzle if we're going to talk much. Shizzle, what would you like to run on the line here having a repeat set?
Look, their quickies were working at the start. I think it's really starting to bring those middles out. I think the out balls are looking good as well.
The chickens?
Chickens. I think it'll look really nice if they use a phase play off that because you see the other side flooding in.
Yeah.
I think if they really use a phase play, they'll get them on the out.
Do you want to ask me for what I would want to do?
What would you like to do?
Oh, okay. So if it was me out there right now, I'd be getting a sweeper set-up play for Francesca McDonald, number 16 for the Broncos here.
Yeah.
And just changing it up a little. Like they started with their roosters and middles, and now they're sort of transitioning into chickens. But I'd really like to see Francesca on a sweep line here and just see how the defence react to it.
Yeah. Good call.
Thanks, mate.
They're really wanting both these middles involved.
Yeah. And that's another penalty for the Raiders. But mind you, look, they've had so many repeat sets here and the Broncos aren't converting. So
no, exactly.
It's very even Stevens at the moment. Sammy Joe taking them on there at the line. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky there by Marley and Morgan. She was working so well off the ball, so she shouldn't feel too disheartened by that. Okay, let's see if the Raiders can get it up to their line and set up another static.
Yeah. That's better control from the Raiders from their ruck. Now they're starting to bring it in the middle. I believe that's their captain at half now.
Marley. You know what? She's very similar to Sammy Joe. When she comes on, she directs, she calls the play, she tries to set it up.
Very good.
Yeah, absolutely. She's lightning fast. You'd hate to be playing against her. Good rucking there by the Broncos, sliding the ball out. Nice and controlled here.
That was a good run from the Broncos side. They started to actually
Bookie
open up the opposite side.
Yeah, absolutely. Bookie Chone driving it in.
Another passive
Great
link.
hole.
Unlucky.
And really unlucky there by Paige Markey. It was a great passive link line. I think it would have been a very good option to probably throw long there, but she's, like you said, she's very composed and she'll pick her time, and I'm sure it'll come. Good physicality there from the winger, Grace Bradley. And it's obviously working for her because every time they've been coming to their box, the Raiders, this wing side's been really flooding and pressing in and being really physical, and it's obviously working in their favour. Passive link line. Ash Jager's got the ball, and it's shut down by the winger, and that's ball down. Number 11 there, Chloe Witt. Great shutdown, good read. Broncos seem to be getting a little bit tired now. They're using a few more touches to get to their box. Which will be really good for them with the halftime hooter coming up in just 20 seconds. So we'll see if they can put on one before halftime. Fifth and last.
She's got a scoop line.
She's taking off. Ball down, and I think that will be the end of the first half here at the Women's Inferno Super Series Grand Final.
Still 2-1 to the Raiders.
But the clock stopped that.
I think that's a great first half, Danny. I think that's a really tight game, and it'll be interesting to see who comes out in the second half.
Oh, absolutely. And I just think for the Broncos, they need to stick to their running game, but massive credit to the Raiders. Like I said before, the Broncos have had multiple repeat sets on the line, and Raiders are really holding them out. So it's a credit to their defence. There goes the hooter.
The next side will be for the commencement of round
I'll wait for this.
second half. Okay, the next side will be the commencement of the second half.
And that's the first half. So we're here for the second half of the Women's Inferno Super Series 2018 Grand Final between the Broncos and Raiders, and currently the Raiders are winning 2-1, so it's a very close game here tonight, Shellie.
I believe the Raiders tapping off, the Broncos tapping off.
You know what? I can't remember. I think the Raiders did tap off, so I think it's going to be a Broncos tap off, yeah. Sammy Jo Curtis on the field here. Francesca McDonald.
Their key players
Amy
onto
Emerton
their tap.
from Miami High School. So they stuck to Roosters. They sort of transitioned to a few chickens there in the first half. We'll see what they can come up with. Got a middle fading for a link here. Sammy Jo taking on the line, pulling it out middle. See what kind of platform they're going to set up.
They're really wanting these middles to come up.
Yeah. Raiders are just buying their time and going forward slowly, as I would do. It's not lazy, it's smart. Don't play hard, kids, play smart.
Faye's early ball to the wing. They got a penalty.
It's a penalty there, but you were right, Shell. In the first half, they really needed to go to that second phase of play, and I think if they had maybe fed it out to the wingers there, it would have really conditioned them to, after shutting down, getting on their bike, which would have helped them to come back for their quarterbacks and step backs and things later on in the second half. But it's a good little play there. Francesca McDonald's really dangerous on the out.
Very light on the feet.
Sienna DeCarli, really nice out here on the wing. Oh, that's really unlucky there by Amy.
They did have an overlap if she had a look at the winger then. Could have been a try there, I reckon.
Raiders now subbing off to their box. Looking a lot fresher and taking the ball forward. Good touch there by number 7 from the Broncos, Amy Emerton. Jess Beer driving it up, rucking. Good ruck there. That's a Great strike dump there by the number. Is it number 4? Yep. The number 4, Grace Bradley. That was a really great strike dump. That's the better set there from the Raiders. Rucking it up, getting some subs on and getting it straight down the middle.
Georgia Jenkins from the Raiders who took off. That was a great line from her. Kicked in, kicked out.
Used her footwork.
Raiders, Broncos have fresh studs on now.
But the Raiders kind of held them up there, which is good because that stops their running game. It sort of puts a hold to them coming on. We'll see what Paige Markey. We'll see what Paige Markey can come up with. Yeah, good little ball, unlucky.
Number 6 was unlucky to fall over there. I think she was on her toes.
And that's ball down there, and it's going to be a Raiders ruck from their try line. Just be really taking the ball forward, and it's going to help them so much, like I said, and Ash Jager there. That's a penalty there for the Raiders. But it's going to really help them, those two girls, Ash Jager and Jess B, taking the ball forward, because they can't run their statics if no one's willing to take the ball forward. So it's really good for them to just ruck it up the field. Marley here with the ball at dummy half. And like I said, she's a really quick player.
You can see the Raiders really trying to get up to that 5-metre line here.
They want the 5. Absolutely.
There they go. Oh, and they pulled it. That was Marley McPhillips, the captain.
Very
another
quick,
static play.
Very light on her feet. And that came off the back. Obviously, they got the penalty, but that hard rucking that they're trying to do here through Jess B and Ash Jager is the reason that they're getting these tries, because they're getting it up the field for them. They're taking the hard yards and they're doing the hard work so that their strike players can come on and attack.
They're executing really well on that 5, so if they keep getting to that 5, more plays will come for them, I think.
Absolutely. Score now is 3-1 to the Raiders.
Broncos now to hit back.
15 minutes left in this grand final. They're going to have to come up with something to get back into this game. And they really, really need to stick to this running game of theirs. It's something that they're very strong at, and I think that they should stick to.
I believe they haven't hit the 5, so they actually don't have to move forward here.
The refs, yeah. I was kind of wondering why everyone's frozen. What's going on?
Broncos, I think, are wanting them to come forward.
Yeah.
But they're not hitting the 5.
Good ball there by Sammy Jo Curtis. And great hands by the number 4, Grace Bradley. And I'll pull it out, reset, and take on the line again.
Now they've hit the 5, though. They're going to have to move forward, which is going to help the Broncos a bit.
Set up their attack. I think they're sniffing for a penalty here, the Broncos.
Yeah.
Oh, Francesca McDonald. Whoa. They've got the penalty they wanted, but Francesca McDonald on a chicken line, she's dangerous. She'll go for a quickie now. If you just watch this link, they're trying to suck this far left link here, Shellie, for the Raiders in to hopefully run that OZ. You can see Brookie Chone getting ready. She looks like she wants the ball.
Yeah.
Down, phase play. Oh, ref, let it play on.
I think a move that would really suit the Broncos is a nice quarterback.
A running quarterback, absolutely.
A running quarterback. There's, especially with someone like Francesca on the out.
Or Sammy Jo who can throw a ball.
Yeah. They've really started to condition them to come in, but I think if they use that quick quarterback, it'll pay off.
Short side quickie here by Francesca.
Ball down.
And the ref has called a try there. So the score is now 2-3 to the Raiders, but there's a Broncos try there.
Great dive by Francesca. Nice little step back on the link.
She's hobbling off there. That's going to really hurt the Broncos, unfortunately. She looks like me after 18 games of touch yesterday. Except I'm becoming ancient. And she's a little baby. She's fresh.
It's going to be really crucial here for the Broncos to keep the Raiders out.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to give them that confidence leading into the second half of this half, if they can keep them out here, it's going to help them feed off into some sort of attacking play after they ruck this set. So Raiders will attack.
Got their 5 metre here.
County's ball there, out to Marley. Step back. Oh, great defence.
Great touch. 5th and last.
Marley will take on the line here.
Oh, good.
And that's good. Well, I don't really know. I don't play middle, but Shellie, it looked like the middles were really trusting each other there and holding.
Totally. They didn't look actually under pressure at all in that set of 6.
And they're trying not to come in last minute and shut. No. They're really holding for each other and trusting each other, which is great. It's better defence by the Raiders here, stopping the Broncos running game.
Great defence.
Just need to go forward here, the Broncos. Great little feed it down, get it down. Oh, unlucky.
That was Sam Cannon from the Broncos.
Sam Cannon, that was great meters going forward. Just needed to get a strike dump so that they could stick to their running game.
Jessica's going to go here.
She'll go from half.
Quick little pop.
And that's 6 touches. One more touch there, second phase pay. That is what you are after. So the Raiders will ruck it now. Up the field. Jesby again taking it forward. She's a meter eater.
Yeah.
She loves putting in the hard yards.
I don't know about you, Danny, but I think if the Broncos and Raiders looked up to their wingers, there's a lot of space out wide.
Oh, absolutely. And if they don't really feel confident throwing that 4-on-3 platform, there's always that sweeper platform, I should say, to feed it straight out to the winger.
They've pulled a penalty here, so this is going to be dangerous for the Broncos as Raiders love their static play on the line.
Absolutely.
And the inside.
And that's ball down. I actually missed that one. I wasn't looking. I was looking down to find the Farlink's name for the Raiders, which was Miley, and she was holding a really wide line there to keep the links out, which is really good, but they ended up coming back
was a good line to quickie step back with a little pop and charging that hole. I actually didn't get to see who charged in that hole, but it was a great hole.
So the score is 4-2 now, and there's about 10 minutes to go in this grand final. So we're just over halfway of the second half. Broncos just need to keep running here.
Yeah.
They don't need to slow it up. They need to play their own game. Throw it to the winger. Nice, unlucky. Oh, they might get it. Nah. They can get a good feed there from the chicken and rip it straight to the winger. It'll really open up for them. Finally, the annoying Peter Norman is leaving us, thank God. Good luck in your grand final.
Oh, she's through to the line. That was a good touch, though.
That's better attacking by the Broncos. They're starting to open them up a little bit now. So,
yeah.
Excuse me, go away. Jesus.
I think it's going to be really crucial for the Broncos' own defence. You've got to really hold them out.
Absolutely.
Get back at that line. Broncos are still looking quite fresh, though. I think. Looking really
they
fresh.
really need, exactly, Shell, and they do really need to start, stick to their running game, and I think that they will find themselves. That's a great line there. Unlucky. They, I forgot what I was saying. That was such a good line. I got distracted.
But again, they've kept them just over halfway, so that's a good play for them now.
Exactly.
Fresh runs coming on.
Hopefully they can execute something here and get back into the game. The Raiders' defence on that line at the moment is proving very strong. They need to start, the Broncos, need to start looking at some winger play, involving the wingers.
Yep.
Or playing a little bit more.
Oh, and the link's
and she's done it. Great ball. Great ball there by Francesca McDonald. And the try scorer, I believe, number 4, Grace Bradley. Yes, it is. Great hands there by Grace Bradley, bringing the Broncos to 3, Raiders 4.
But again, that was Francesca looking up at the wing, who's been actually open a lot in this game.
Playing eyes up, exactly. Might put the Raiders' wingers' defence in two minds now and keep it open for the Broncos to run some more plays. Captain Marley again here at half, and she's super dangerous out of half. She's so quick. Another quickie step back.
Actually, exact same try they set up last time.
Exactly.
Step back, and they've just got that link. Broncos just needed a little bit tighter there.
Absolutely.
Just to hold that set out.
Kind of puts them in two minds too, because I think as a link, they're probably looking at Marley at half and holding, thinking,
yeah,
she's so quick.
Yeah.
In case she gets through here, I need to hold and stay out. And she's just splitting out. Feeding the ball. Getting in a good position to hit a hold. Paige Markey with the ball here. Looking like a 4-on-3. No. Middle platform. 4-on-3. I don't know. I can't decide. Can they decide? I can't decide. 4-on-3. Rooster short.
And kick back.
Did she get her? Great touch.
That was a great
touch. That was
touch,
an awesome touch. And that, yeah.
Very wide.
What was that number? She's great. That was a great hole. The far link, isn't it?
I believe it was.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
Izzy Lee, great hole there off the Rooster. And her hair's so long. One with the hat. I can't see her number, but... Oh, good feed. Unfortunately, the Raiders winger just too quick. But that that Rooster line from, unfortunately, I apologise because I can't see your number because you're wearing a hat at the moment for the Broncos. She held the ball up and really held the defence up to get them in. I think it might be 2.
Could be 2. I think it is
Bella. Yeah, it is 2. Her hair's just flicked across. It's 2. So Bella, yeah, she ran a really good Rooster line and held it for the last second and could hit.
Really committed that middle, I thought, in that Rooster line.
Hit the wrapper on the
Unlucky there to be called off.
So the Raiders will get a penalty, and this will really suit them getting a penalty on halfway because they won't need to ruck to get towards their static plays, which have proved to be good throughout this game to get them 5 tries.
Broncos here just need to stay nice and composed in defence. Stay super tight. Very brave by Bella again.
In the link.
She's coming back the short side.
And it's a long ball.
And number 10 got it. Number 10 by the Raiders. That is
Laura Dolan. Dolan. We'll say Dolan. Good try there by the Raiders. A long ball out to Laura Dolan, who has set them up now for 6 tries. 6-3 here, with 4 minutes to go in the Inferno Women's Super Series 2018 Grand Final. Broncos will tap. Brookie Chone with the ball. Sam Cannon at half. Feed it back out to Sam. Jan out for Sammy Joe. Takes off for a 4-on-3. Looking for second phase, but not engaging the middle they want, unfortunately, there. So it's going to be a little bit of a dead play. Oh, what can I come up with? Nice.
Very unlucky there.
I think if she had got fed a good ball then, she could have got it out quickly from her hands and hit the winger on the chest. It's unlucky. Good physical touch there by Amy in the link. And again, very physical. A little bit too physical that time. It's going to be a penalty.
I think he's actually called them offside. That one.
Oh. So, yes, again here for the Raiders, it really suits them, those penalties on halfway, to be able to set up for that static play. I don't think they're going to run. It looks like Marley probably wants to run a little bit here, though, rather than stay. They are running a little bit more.
You can see, though, Broncos are really trying to hold them out from that 5, really trying to press forward, especially those middles.
Absolutely.
They have got the 5 here, though, now, and it's...
and it's the same setup again.
They're just getting that really good hold in that link hole.
Quickie step back's really hurting the Broncos. They just need to get into the links there and be tight and force a long ball and trust their wingers to be able to chase that out.
Yeah.
Good ruck there by Amy. Brookie Chone with the ball now. Good little dummy, good feed into the middle, unlucky there. A little bit of a hospital ball. Sammy Joe gets it, takes it forward. Bella at half takes off. And that's ball down there. So Raiders will get the ball here.
Very unlucky there.
Ruck it out.
You could see Sammy really trying to take the ball forward when they were stuck in that instance, throwing the ball and sort of on their feet.
Not knowing what to do, yeah. And she just takes it forward. Credit to the Raiders for this game. They've been really solid in defence. They've had a lot of errors in their rucking, but have had a lot of repeat sets and held the Broncos out on their line, so it's a credit to their defence. And they're just sticking to what they're good at, that static play and running that quickie step back. It's working, and they're just not going away from it.
And they're
Smart
getting to
play.
the 5 now. They're really getting those middles at 5.
Absolutely. And that's a mistake there by number 2, Hinarangi, running a
Actually got a penalty, I
not
think, for
square
throwing
the play. Throwing the ball away or talking back, I'm not too sure. So the Broncos will have the ball and they'll be feeding it out here. Oh, and it'll be another penalty. Back to the Raiders now. So the Raiders will have the ball with a minute to go.
Broncos really need to hold that ball there and get it up the other end of the field.
I don't think it's going to matter because 6-3 with 1 minute to go. It looks like the Raiders have sealed their win.
Time here.
Killing a bit of time to seal their win. The quickie step back. Defended well there.
About 30 seconds to go here.
20 seconds.
20.
10. I can't keep up. It's fifth and last, and they're just wasting time here, taking the touch. The game's essentially over. And it will be a Raiders win 6-3.
Dropouts, could the referee please raise their hands? Any dropouts, could the referee please raise their hands?
That's my time. I'm a little bit late. A very good game to watch here at the 2018 Women's Inferno Super Series game. Very close game. Shelley, what did you think?
Very close game. The first half was very close. I think in the second half, though, the Raiders...
Might wait for the speaker not to wash us out.
On time at 8:30, the players and referees take the field. The teams that have just finished could you come upstairs for a presentation. There's a presentation for the winners and a Vic voucher for winners for the runners-up teams.
Sorry, what you were saying, Shelley?
Sorry.
Oh, he's done it again.
Those games immediately, please. Referees, could you bring your cards
Just
up?
speak close to the microphone, we'll be right.
So I think in that second half, the Raiders actually came away with those repeat sets on the line. That's obviously works for them, getting those repeat sets and those static plays. So for them, it was that came away with their tries.
They got a lot of penalties at halfway,
Yeah.
and that's how they could transition into their static play and repeat sets on the line there, like you said. I think the standouts for me from the Broncos were definitely number 5, Paige Markey, Sammy Jo Curtis, number 1, the captain, and Francesca McDonald. And from the Raiders, I'm going to go with the captain, Marley McPhillips, Jess Beer and Ash Jager. Just because I want to say Jess Beer and Ash Jager because it's no one ever wants to do the hard yards. No one ever wants to ruck it up the field. But every time they had the ball, they took it forward and set up a good platform for their static players and strike players. And you need people like that in your team.
Totally agree.
For you, Shelley, standouts?
Oh, honestly, I think I'd have to say the same. I think those girls just really came on the field firing. I do actually want to add, though, Bella Fieldez from the Broncos.
Yeah, Bella, number 2.
I thought she was a great little player as well.
All right, guys. Danni and Shelley here signing off from the Women's Inferno Super Series Finals. Thanks for having us and congratulations to the Raiders.
Woo, thanks, guys.